Hey, y'all. Welcome to Chill Vibes Only. This is the podcast where myself, Cody Cobalt, and your boy Blue, little boy Blue over here, uh, we talk some shit about some stuff. And we have a little laugh along the way, you know? And that's it. That's us.
Two fellas should.
Just two guys that love to do.
Dooby doo.
Exactly. A Scooby Doo.
Scooby doo.
A Scooby Doo. And today, what are we talking about today, Blue?
Talking about the internet sensation. The
I'm gonna
box
throw up.
office.
I'm gonna throw up.
What?
Yes. Come on, Joaquin. Come on, Lady Gaga. Okay, so we saw this.
We did. Oh, should we get our should we get business out of the way before we get passionate?
Oh, okay.
Because I'm gonna get carried.
Oh my god, not you like putting something. Go on, please lead.
Oh, so sorry.
Lead the way.
Didn't mean to.
I was ready to jump in, but please go on.
Oh my god. You do this.
No, you go.
So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to. Oh my.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, do it. Where can people find you?
You can find me on X,
Mm-hmm.
Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
at Blue Boy. Blue like the cheese, boy with two eyes underscore. And where can I find you, Cody?
That's a door.
Oh yeah.
They can find me also on X, Cody Cobalt, spelled with K's, KodyKobalt. Not for children, not safe for work. So
Me neither.
there's that.
So.
Anyways, you can also find us on Twitch. We haven't uploaded there in a little minute, but it's because we are working on some equipment stuff before we hop back into Twitch. But it's a work in progress for sure. But there's still things there that you can see. Anything else?
That's it. You can stream us on most podcasting platforms.
Anywhere you can find a podcast. We are on YouTube. We are also on YouTubes.
That's it. Take it away.
Okay, so we saw Joker in theaters. It's the only way to see it currently.
Yes.
And okay, I need to explain myself because I am coming into this movie not liking it because I didn't like the first one.
Oh, by the way,
like I'm perfectly fine going on record saying that I didn't like the first one. It was already like below average.
And I'm gonna say, just to get this out of the way, if you're one of those men,
Say it.
if you're one of
Tell
those
them.
men,
Tell them.
that's gonna say that, oh, the first one was a masterpiece, the second one ruined it. Go watch The Godfather again or something.
Go watch fucking.
Go watch.
What is it? Scarface.
Yeah.
Go watch Scarface again.
Sorry.
Go watch Narcos.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Like, stop.
Get out of here.
So many. We'll get into that. Just putting that out there. you're gonna be a hater about it, get out of it. Get out.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I already literally the only thing that got me into that seat was Lady Gaga. I have no shame in saying that. Like the only thing that got me into that seat was Lady Gaga. And I was already going into this movie not liking the first one. So we're like negative 17. Okay. And then I'd been seeing all these articles online. And I hadn't read any of them. I had just seen like I would be scrolling or whatever, and I would see the headline, right? And the headline would be something like fans are upset about uh, Lady Gaga's screen time being, and it would like allude to it like being a really short screen time. And I was like, okay, interesting, interesting. So you're trying to tell me, like, people are like trying to tell me, like, Lady Gaga is not even going to be in the movie for that long. We're like at a negative 20 now. Okay. Okay. We're not starting off great. Just me getting into the movie. But I would say it brought me up to like, I'd say like a negative 3 after seeing the film.
All right. Almost
Some growth.
there.
It is growth. It opened because here's what it did. Here's what it did in my brain. It unlocked the possibility of a whole Harley Quinn movie. Gaga gets her whole complete movie. Okay. It also opened up the possibility for it's like I think it's already in the works, a Poison Ivy movie. And then, obviously, because now canon in the DC universe is Harley Poison Ivy. Hello. Hello.
It's writing itself.
It's right there.
It's right there. Who's Poison Ivy?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't have access to my phone to look it up, so I don't know. Exactly. We'll figure that out later. Leave it in the comments. Or you know what? Tell us who you want to be Poison Ivy.
Yes.
Like in your perfect universe, in a Poison Ivy specific film, who is Poison Ivy? Drop the actor's name.
Drop it.
Drop it.
Drop it.
Except. Exactly. Sorry, y'all. If y'all hear
It's
some water lapping, one of my dogs is awake for whatever reason.
thirsty. You know.
Yeah.
So nice. We've all been there, bud.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. He's also just a real jerk, so I don't know about that. Anyways, Joker. Um, what about you? If you had to say, like, on a scale of 1 to 10 or whatever, uh, going into the movie.
Okay. So, yeah. I saw the first one and I was very much so like, all right.
Now, wait a second. Because you've said to me that you liked the first one.
I like it. But like, will I watch it again? No.
We've been talking about this a lot, is the rewatchability of movies and
So
media.
it was an interesting retelling of an old story. It's just the fandom. I'll say it.
Say it.
It's the fandom
Preach.
behind it, the cringiness of them,
Preach.
the nice guys, the incels.
Say it.
It's just they took a movie that was alright and well done visually, and just made this like the Joker shit. That's me. That's even though I'm such a loser in real life, I'm really like it's glorifying megalomania. True.
It's wild out here. For
It's
sure.
crazy. So,
For sure.
it's alright. Whatever. So I too was, like looking at reviews, seeing what people were saying. And at first it was a lot of those types of just already those dudes in the comments of like trailers and stuff, just like they totally botched this movie. They destroyed this character, blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, he was a loser the whole time.
Literally the whole time.
Which spoiler alert.
Spoiler,
Yeah.
still a loser.
Went in with like, I'll say I was neutral to it. So we're at a 0.
You're going in fresh.
Yeah.
You're like, give me anything.
I'm like, if they're gonna bring in Gaga, it'll at least be fun seeing her,
Mm-hmm.
sing instead. So, I was leaning towards that. I'm also giving the benefit of the doubt of like, Joaquin Phoenix is a good actor. But then right as we go in, I remembered.
Oh no. What? Okay, so let's talk about that for a second.
Let's get into it. Yeah. So, spoilers. Get over it. You probably don't want to see it anyways.
Doesn't matter. But we are going to spoil it. So if you don't want spoilers, go listen to a different episode. I don't know. And then come back.
I don't recommend paying. I'll say that.
Oh my god.
I'll put that up.
No, okay, so let's talk about the musical thing for a second. So I did not. I tried really, really hard outside of. I think I watched like the first trailer, but outside of that, I tried really, really hard to like keep the movie a surprise to myself. So like I said, like I saw like all those headlines talking about like short screen time for Gaga, but I didn't like open any of them. I wasn't reading any of them. I didn't like read any reviews or anything like that. Like I was trying really hard to like keep it a surprise. So like it wasn't until literally the day of that we were gonna go see it that I had like started to see memes on Twitter about how it was basically a fucking musical, like start to finish. And I was like, that's hilarious, but there's no fucking, like, they're exaggerating. They have to be. They have to be exaggerating. There's no way. There's no way they cleared a full Joker musical. But okay, for sure. And then we go in, and they sure did. They cleared a full musical for Joker.
That was a musical. Um,
That was a musical of musicals, if I'd say anything.
that was musicals with a musical.
Okay, so because of that, so because we have the musical, I now feel like we have to talk about a couple of things. Because because it's a musical.
This is the subtitle and these are the
Oh,
bullet points.
yikes. Okay, so we have a musical, which means we have songs from a movie, which means that we have a soundtrack. Okay. And the soundtrack is fine because it's just like songs from the movie, literally the people singing the songs at the same time, whatever. So it matches up. Okay, matches up. So on the soundtrack, which I also listened to before we saw the movie, for the soundtrack, this very specifically the song "The Joker" is sung by Joaquin Phoenix. Okay, but also in this very special cinematic event, we also received a companion album by Lady Gaga.
Because, yeah.
Titled Harlequin, like a Harlequin doll. And
Harley Quinn.
You were so annoying sometimes. Yeah, exactly like that. Anyways, and basically that album is essentially it's essentially like every song from the soundtrack and from the movie, but just sung by Lady Gaga. So on that album, she also sings as the Joker, and the Joker is a song that's very near and dear to me in my heart because it is obviously it's from another musical, much older time, but it's also the theme song for the show, the TV show Kath and Kim. Mm-hmm. And so when I have all these things coming together, right, the last thing that I want to hear is Joaquin Phoenix doing the song.
Here we go.
And that's what I have. And I I really think it's an interesting choice. Like, obviously, I understand it. Of course, he has to sing the Joker. Of course, he does, because he's the Joker, right? Which, you know, if you believe reviews that I've read now that I've seen it, is he the Joker? Ooh,
is he really the Joker?
It's like a whole thing. Anyways.
Yeah, people are bugging.
But, like, it's just one of those things where I'm like, what? Like, they cleared the whole thing to be a musical.
Did he produce it?
Also, spoiler alert. There is no shortage of screen time for Lady Gaga.
Oh, she's
there the whole time.
Like, don't you worry.
And even when she's not there, when she comes back, she's like up to some shit. You can tell she's doing stuff
She's
like behind the scenes.
She's up, she's down.
Exactly.
She's upside down.
She's all around. She comes back, she's like, hoo ha hoo.
Wait.
Oh my god, my favorite line. My favorite line was when he was like, "You lied to me," and she goes, "Okay."
He's like,
and yeah, I did.
She's like, "Duh."
What's your point?
Fully.
I fucking love that. Okay, hold on. We gotta take a teeny tiny little break. Please hold.